Slovakia. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13. Point is verse 23. And it reads, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to Call Loyam La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakras. I say double honors to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who do teach and rule well. I want to say peace and salutations to the Akim, posting four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. I say shalom to the Akim and the Akwat of the listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appear like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Brother Yawasop, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shai. This lesson is inspired through the Spirit by the Ha-Kodash, or the Ha-Kodash. Basically, I saw the article earlier today, but Spirit that moved me. The brother Michael Allah. I've been speaking on that elder brother recently. I salute that brother. I met that brother. Thing is, he brought it up and made, when he brought it up, but I watched just part of the video. I didn't watch his whole video. Spirit just started working. So, this is fair use. Lord willingly, Copyright Act, what's that, Section 107, 17, or it's the Copyright Act disclaimer, fair use. This is not, I'm not making no money off of it, and this is a fellow brother, a fellow believer, but I'm going to use something that he put in his video, that's actually in the media to line up with some things in the scriptures. Lord willingly, this is edifying.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Davis at ABC News headquarters here in New York. We're coming on the air this hour with breaking news. President Biden has just pardoned his son Hunter on gun and tax charges that he was facing. The president reversed his previous position. He had long said that he would not pardon Hunter, expressing faith in the justice system and the rule of law. President Biden was emphatic, telling our David Muir this summer that he would not pardon his son when he was directly asked. And Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre told reporters on Monday that the president had spoken on the issue.
Extremely proud of my son Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know, and I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I'd abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
A statement has just been released by the president saying, quote, "Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. The charges in his cases came about only after several of my..."
I guess he ain't that senile, huh? It was people talking about this dude was missing the action. He went off in the woods. They can play this shit so many different ways, but I'm gonna say this much again: he ain't that senile. And the brother, the head brother in Cleveland, always been a powerful brother. I give that brother that. No love lost at all. I pray for the elect. With that being said, the Spirit just made me say that. But at the end of the day, he used to always go into nepotism. And if we was in positions of power, we would do that as well. Nepotism is people in power favor those that's related to. They put certain people in key positions. It was a whole riot, I believe, in I forgot what foreign country. I don't want to lie, but it was like maybe last year. It's a whole riot where the country was pretty much tearing itself apart because it was nepotism going on, and the country was reserving certain positions for family members and people that they knew, while you had the regular citizens thinking that they go achieve a position by Salaki going through all this hard work and realizing that it was all pretty much a dream. We used to, I know all the brothers heard, well, I ain't gonna say all the brothers because a lot of brothers is wet behind their ears, green for real. But at the same time, we all gonna see what me and we made of it. This shit about to be horrible. Call lawyer like y'all shit I'm shouting. I'm gonna get the witness it though. I hate this place. But saying that to say this, we would do the same thing. And just like that country tore itself apart, I can't remember what country it was. I remember doing a video on it. And I know it was a foreign country. And I want to say it was like near the Middle East, Egypt or something. Like, it wasn't Egypt. It was like somewhere in that area, though, to the point where they basically declared martial law, had curfews and all that. Because, you had young people basically try to strive to better themselves, but once they realized, well, shit, this is a rigged game, they got upset. So just imagine what these Babylonians, aka Americans, gonna do when they realize these people sold them down the river. This is like one of the signs to show you that this bitch over with. He literally pardoned his son knowing his son guilty. So that's like a smack in the fucking face for real. And that's why you seeing all these demons just literally in your face. I won't be surprised if they let P. Diddy out, but I won't be surprised if they don't either because he a nigga. I had something so racist happen today, and it was so spiritual, I probably could get them to actually understand the truth once they see, like, them huggies literally was like, fuck you niggas. It involved me, but it didn't really involve me. But I was because I have a very fucked up temper, and sometimes I won't think, I just react. So I was really trying to be calm. And like I've been told too many times, I actually can, I'll be talking. But that's all the spirit though. Just imagine brothers because I'm on a low level. I know that, I know certain things that certain people don't know. And that was the lot that I was given. But for the most part, I watch how the spirit move with brothers, and I admire that. Because, that's going to be your stability. I would love the scriptures before thinking I got to have a pair of brass knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord give me brass knuckles give me the spirit. You know what I'm saying? This shit going to be crazy. And the scriptures tell you, Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, I know this is about to be a various topics. The elder said, that's my spirit. That's all right too. Like I say, I say my spirit is acquired taste. Everybody can't sit and deal with me. That's the truth. I got a whole bunch of, he say, I don't know Kung Fu, but I do know crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this shit will make you crazy. This place is fucked up. And just for me to still know there's a Lord, a Savior, and I'm an Israelite, and, begging for the Lord to destroy this place, that's like, that's still keeping hold of the truth and my sanity. This place is fucked up. They literally doing stuff in our face to evoke you to anger. You ever had a motherfucker just purposely doing shit? I moved over to this spot that I'm at recently, and I've had a bad vibe about it the whole time, but I had to get away from my other spot. Through the spirit, Satan came deep. Brothers be going through their own little personal testimonies, and a lot of brothers won't even tell you. But they telling somebody. And then everybody don't need to know everybody's business. But at the same time, it's just like crazy how Jake be going through shit, and then Jake don't even realize. You think Jake think they powerful, but they really went through shit. Jake think that they catching it the worst, but you got somebody, a brother in a cap somewhere taking a fucking beating. Like the elder said, you got Jake trying to be super humble to the point where the Lord trying to get them out of their situation. They can't even recognize the spirit. The Lord trying to deliver you. You you bringing hell upon yourself. I remember the elder Ariala from Dallas went into that. Like, this thing is really scary but beautiful at the same time. Like the beloved elder Apostle Gabar always, the spirit moved me to make a video about it. He made a statement, he said, happy and afraid at the same time. And a nigga can't understand what we talk about. But a man of the Lord or a man that believes his truth can. They literally just showed you if you fuck with the devil. And I was just saying that recently. He just let you know that, nigga, you with us, we gonna get you the jail out of free. Salaki, I've been drinking. You got the get out of jail free card. But that's another indication that this shit over with. You know how many people and celebrities that left this country? Because this shit about to go all down here from here. So I'm going to play the rest of this and then I'm going to bring out these scriptures. Because you a fucking fool if you believed you was equal to this devil. This devil showed you what he thought of. The brother Michael Allen did another video. The spirit be dealing with him so much. Like, he be coming with videos. I can't find that shit. That's how you know the Lord be dealing with him. He did a video. He showed, you know, you got to remember, they took Jake, our women, and literally experimented or, like, gynecology was discovered through fucking with the women of our nation, and they had to bear all that pain. So you can't say the Lord is not upset at us.
Political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my...
But now we got Yahweh Shah Dillon. Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh, meaning he is, he exists, or he to be. Ba'ashim, Ba'az in, Haz the, Shem his name. Yahweh Shah, meaning he saves, or he deliverer. True names of the Most High God and His Son, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew. Because that bullshit that those, I wouldn't trust what those Amalekites, those Jewish people doing. Them motherfuckers raping kids and shit like that. Like, people forgot that that was in the news. That they had underground tunnels. That's how much of fucking rats they are. May the Lord come back soon, Baba Kashab.
election. No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out, only because he is my son. And that is wrong. There has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution.
There's videos with this nigga smoking crack. Hey, they said the same shit about Obama. That mixture that they doing, they talk about, it was some shit back in the day. It was a street video. I remember the first time I seen it. It was called From Hood to Hood or Hood to Hood. In Oakland, them niggas did some shit called Jim Belushi. They would do like heroin and cocaine. So an upper and a downer. And that's why they'd jump out their car. They got a car worth $30,000. They'd jump out that bitch and start walking like they watered or some slow motion type shit. And they had slow, like, this is how retarded niggas is. While these hunkies sitting back, super high, more high than you, and they ain't gonna never get in fucking trouble at all. And a hunky bitch made me almost go to jail, but I thought about like, man, this really ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't think about how much should be out. You know, I really tried to, but it, literally, the Lord, I prayed before I went, and the Lord literally did bless. Call law, you blah, y'all, but just show you these motherfuckers really about to start persecuting us.
In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me. And there's no reason to believe it will stop here. Enough is enough. So President Joe Biden has just pardoned his son Hunter on gun and tax charges.
This is a particularly controversial move from the president. One, because it's the president's son we're talking about. And two, because this is something that President Biden has said repeatedly he would not do. But he has now reversed course, and the president issuing a full and total pardon of his son Hunter Biden. In a statement today, the president saying in both cases, we're talking the drug cases, and the gun possession and the tax evasion cases, it was clear, this is from the president, it was clear Hunter was treated differently, he said. The president saying, quote, no reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong.
Syrian rebels have launched a lightning offensive against the regime of Bashar al-Assad, entering the northern city of Aleppo itself for the first time in 8 years. This surprise onslaught has caught government forces completely off guard. The Syrian army issued a statement saying it's
Salakia, I was trying to do two things at once. But point being, you know, again, nepotism is real, and literally, they showing you that. Look, what was that George Carlin said? He said, it's a club and you not in it. You know, you got Young Thug and, you know, I thought P. Diddy, but they like P. Diddy. Somebody got to go down, though. That's a mean game of motherfucking cutthroat. And I play cards, and I play, the elder fucked my head up. You'd have thought he'd probably be the best one, a motherfucker that don't, Salakia. Didn't mean to disrespect, you know, slip of the tongue, but not of the heart. A person that don't want to play it will be the ones that be the best at it. I guarantee you the elder probably be cold at it. He like, no, I don't like, he said, I don't like chess. I don't like, the elder funny as fuck. But Salakia, that shit pissed me off because literally, this shit about to get bad. That's why all these people doing what they doing. He loved his son or nothing. He didn't sacrifice his son. A nigga told me once, either you gonna be a soldier or you gonna be a sacrifice. That's how they get down. They'll sacrifice their kids or they'll make their legacy for them. So, I'm gonna say this. If you thought that these motherfuckers gave a fuck about you, again, you gotta remember how we got over here. Our forefathers, you got over here on cargo slave ships. So that's enough to prove that we the Israelites and fuck a vocab alone. It's the book of Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. I'm going to start up. This is Psalm chapter 55 and verse 20. And it reads, the Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, say lie, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. You go into this red Hebrew Edomite, the so-called white man who's really red in appearance. This man made peace treaties and, like a fucking, right now that's going on with the Israelis and the Palestinians. They have brokered peace. You know how many times they brokered peace just recently, and then next thing you know, they blew up something or did some shit. You know, they did some diabolical shit like off of fucking, what's that, Kingsman? Gave everybody cell phones and then blew the bitches up. You can't make this shit up. This man is the fucking devil. Because they have no changes, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. That's why the scriptures talk about how they, Ezekiel chapter 28, they think they the Most High. Verse 20, he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. They broker, a ceasefire, and then they'll be the ones that start the fire. The same thing back with Gad and Reuben. They'll be getting their ass whooped. Please, like on some cartoon type shit. Oh, time out. And then throw the punch. Why, you know what I mean? Sucker punch you type shit. Fuck these devils, man. He have broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. When butter melts, it's smooth as a motherfucker. You can use butter to do a lot of shit. I watch movies where niggas got a piece of butter and actually slipped out of cuffs and all kinds, So just imagine your tongue is a muscle. Just imagine, you ever seen a motherfucker get drunk and at the bar, a nigga, I've seen it many a time, a nigga get drunk and get to spitting some game at a female he ain't never met and she bite onto that shit. This cracker literally spirit don't even have to get drunk. He literally gets you drunk based on what the fuck he said. And that's another one of the, it's a blessing. It's a curse to us. It's a blessing for him because it works to his favor. You got some individuals you got some people that is a curse to have money because the money sends them to death or they become addicts or they lose everything. That's a curse to you. But some people, literally have that money and live lavishly and enjoy life. That's a blessing. So his smooth words is a blessing to him, along with the sword. Because you got to remember, your tongue is shaped like a sword as well. You say the pen is shaped like a sword. So they can literally put hands on you, put feet on you, or they can literally write you out of existence and throw you away in a prison cell forever. And like the elder said, the scriptures say, pretty much sit at my right hand side, Psalms chapter 110, until I make your enemies thy footstool. Thy footstool. That's what our Lord is waiting for. And pretty much the elder said, so we gonna put hands and feet on the hands. And I, I've been in many conflicts. At the end of the day, I don't want to be in a conflict. I want to be the one that do some like off of Paul Moadib type stuff. You get what I'm saying? Watch the original dude, Paul Moadib. He said he don't even need the will. He don't even need the wielded module anymore. He said he no longer needs the wielded module. He was able to and made it rain at the but there's a lot of deep stuff going on. Salakia. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words are softer than oil, yet where they draw swords. Going back to that sword. There's a devil. He'll tell you what you want to hear, and then he gonna come sneak thief you. He go, when you go into what's that, Chicken Little? I listened to a breakdown of it. They say when you go into Chicken Little, that's an old story. It's like very, very old, and pretty much about how you could be misled, and that's in the scriptures. Beware the false pastors, Jeremiah chapter 23. Scriptures tell you what's that? Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. The leaders of these people caused them to err. He said the original tale talks about how it was a wolf, and the wolf pretty much made one person scared. So the one chicken pretty much told all the other chickens, oh shit, the world ended. They all ran into a cave. The wolf put them in the cave and then locked the cave and ate all the chickens. And that's something that the devil will do. So-called white man. And that's what he's doing now. The scriptures tell you Salakia, that's not the scriptures. That's a saying, and I think where I read it at, the guy, he wrote a book, Will Smith used to talk about this fucking book. And when certain people used to talk about certain books, I would go check into them until the Lord revealed what the book was really, the intentions of the book was. I can't think of the name, but it's on the tip of my fucking tongue too. But long story short, The Alchemist. That's the spirit. But damn, the Lord took the thought away from me. I was about to say something. Maybe it wasn't meant. Yeah. That's 23. At the end of the day, the scriptures tell you never trust thy enemy. Just like you never trust a double-minded man. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. Because it literally showed you the video how he said he wasn't going to do it, but then he turned around and did it. Now, that's not the actions of a senile man. My grandmother literally is nobody's Edomite. Put it like that, right? Because she did something that they never seen before. To the point they wanted to do shit to her. And my father was so headstrong and put his foot down. Hell no, you not. No, he's not senile. He did a Bush. George Bush went in there. George W. Bush went in there and faked like he was stupid. He didn't know what he was doing. And then he made a statement. He said, "Shit, people don't realize what I did, but years from now, everybody go understand what I did." He played a key role in the part of where we at today. That man, the devil. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Their loyalty is divided between the Most High and the world. That goes into like 2/3 of Jake. Let's look at that word. Unstable, inconstant, restless. They don't go too much into that. But that's how you know this place. The president represents the country. You got to understand that. If he could do some double-minded shit, that show you the country's not stable. Flat out. They've been showing you enough of that when he walked off in the woods, where he pretty much told Ukraine to use the weapons that Russia said don't use, or this is going to be a act of war. Like, this shit over with. When people want to hold on to a dream. And that's all Babylon the Great was. It was a dream to those that loved this place, and to those that woke up to the truth, it was a nightmare. But the nightmares ended, and our dreams are about to be fulfilled. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 12, starting at verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Verse 11, "Though he humble himself," the devil sat up there saying, "I'm not going to pardon my son. I believe in our judicial system." Then, right before this bitch about to go down, he used his presidential powers, because it's a word called nepotism. And again, you can't even knock that. He in a position of power. You will be a dumbass not to. But he really just exposed his hand. Ain't nothing wrong with him. And brothers been in the spirit as of lately talking about they up to something. For them to do that, they show you that the brothers is literally in the spirit. They're up to something. He's not so senile to the point he say, "Nigga, I love my son. I'm going to put all of his in." Man, I claim this motherfucker Joe Biden and his punk ass son Hunter. He was a hunter. He's a fucking pedophile or something like. But they say the daddy is too. They know exactly who I am too. They probably go, I gives no fuck. You know, may the Lord be with me. May the Lord cover me and or wa ba not yum ya. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. If it be the will of Yahweh Shir Shah. And may the Lord bring judgment on swift wings, you know. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. You know, this devil, as much as he try to call himself clean his act up, the scriptures exposes him. He literally laughed at his brother's demise, his brother's tribulation. These motherfuckers got pictures laughing. It's a book that show them making a memorial of hanging Jake. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. God's true chosen people. And you niggas still, but something wrong with me, huh? And no matter how much they try to cover it up, the Lord is not letting them cover it up. The thing is, I don't want to be next to, or I don't want to be on the same street as an Edomite street. Because the scriptures talk about, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Just imagine what they got to pay for. Even Robert Kennedy said that. He said, damn, just imagine if the power of the universe is a so-called black man. And he said it made him afraid, because he's like, do you know what we did to these people? That's justice. Because just imagine what the Lord going to allow us to do to y'all. And we ain't going to do the faggot homosexual shit. But I meditate terrors a lot. I got a whole smorgasbord of pain. I'm a Levite. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. This devil is naturally wicked. That's why the scriptures talk about who can make straight what the Most High made crook. Verse 12, set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee. Look at what Haman was trying to do. He got by Artaxerxes. I probably mispronounced it, but you know, the movie 300 talks about Xerxes. That was an actual real individual. That title, Xerxes. But you know, when you go into that, just like Ptolemy and Herod, you know, Individuals took on that name because it was like a family name or a title that was just bestowed on a bloodline. So why is it so hard to get the concept that the Lord dealing with one nation of people? That shit ain't hard if you could go into the history, which brothers break that. Brothers is so cold. That's how you know the Lord be dealing with brothers. I remember the brother broke down when he went into, I tried to go into it. I remember when we was first going into the Herods. And the spirit went on me to break down all the different Herods. Then the brother broke it down so beautifully. I was like, God damn, that was fun. That's why you know this is really a body, because brothers got strips of different things. All to edify the body. Set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. This motherfucker is a sneak thief, like I've been saying from the beginning. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Then when you remember why he taking it from you, that's the worst one. You know, that's just like when you think about somebody that gave you some true wisdom and you didn't utilize it. You know, like the brother's been speaking about Haman Malone. Haman Malone and Sakari. And I remember when I first was homeless and was coming into the truth and listening to the brothers, and I'll never forget the elder from Houston was like, even a newbie in this truth know, you know, like discern and somebody like, and I was like, damn, that's deep, because I listened to a lot of caps, but I knew that they didn't have it. I was always drawn to GMS. That's how I know that the real, true, I know the Lord truly is dealing with them. I know Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh is truly dealing with my elders. But he made a statement. He said the elders try to pretty much reprove him, rebuke him, lead him on the right way. And you know, the scriptures talk about stubbornness is a sin of witchcraft. Stubbornness, and Jake is very stubborn. I battle that. I pray the Lord remove that spirit, because we come into a time you got to be pretty much completely following the Lord, or he'll lead your ass astray. The Lord got people thinking that they about to be delivered and they about to be destroyed. That's how scary this is. And then you got Jake really thinking that they just automatically got a ticket on the fucking chariot. Salakia, they got a ticket on the chariot. Dude, you ain't even examining yourself. This is the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed. And I've witnessed a lot. Being humble. I know I haven't witnessed what my forefathers and my elders and the elder beloved, the elder apostles, the bishops, you know. Well, Salakia, I know I haven't witnessed what the apostles, the bishops, or the elders have witnessed, because they in a position for a reason. That's the spirit. I already remember that order. But at the same time, I've witnessed a lot, as opposed to somebody that's green for real, but you got this man puffed up in the spirit. And I saw something before I left the cap. A couple people did, though. I still call brothers. Because at the end of the day, I know I ain't got no animosity to nobody, you know. I know. The thing is, you don't want to go into Jacob's trouble, doubting if you do or you not in the right spirit. So I'm gonna finish this. It just because I was just listening to that today, and like I said, when Vocab strike his dumb ass, because Vocab is a demon. He's an Amalekite. The elders was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, the one elder. That's how humble the beloved elder is. But a lot of brothers was like, oh, now that's a demon. Now you had some brothers, like he's a brother in the cap when I was in the cap. So, well, he might be a Jake because he had a zeal. Satan got a zeal to do wickedness too. The fuck? A 2/3 nigga got a zeal to do wickedness. Oh, that's a demon, man. And I know that through the spirit. Just, I might be wrong because, you don't know when you wrong or right. My brother used to make a statement. This is how proud my brother was. He said, I get a passing grade. This shit ain't no joke. This shit is terrifying. So you better hope the Lord with you. The point is verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent or any such as come nigh wild beasts? For all you 2/3 ass niggas that really trusted in this system, when they just show you that they gonna look out for their own, may the Lord fuck you all the way up. And I'm gonna end a lesson with that. May the Lord watch over his elect. And I'm going to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to call loyal la Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem double honors to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who do teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua, thought they're listening and learning. Lord, willingly this was edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, and the other nations appear like the other nations who subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, Lord, willingly, shalom, shalom. Kwav Yasharala, Mawaf Laba Ball. Shalom, shalom. Kwav Yasharala.